back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Dirty Honey single, California Dreamin. We're going to be doing a lesson on it. So to start off with the tuning of the guitar, for those of you that don't already know, Dirty Honey plays all of their songs to date in E-flat standard, so that's what tuning will be in today. So that's just everything a half step down on lighter strings. Now, I will get into tone settings as well before I actually start on the lesson, because I know that's been very highly requested after my cover video. So I am using the bridge pickup the whole song, so it's all bridge, and I've got my volume. I put that to 10 on the guitar, and my tone knob is at about a 7 and maybe about a 7.5. So it'll depend on your pickups too, how hot they are, where you want to have that tone knob. Okay, so I've done guitar settings. Now, amp settings. I'm using the Marshall JVM 210 with the 1936 lead cab. I'm using the green overdrive on this amp, which is basically a light overdrive. I've got the gain to max on that setting though. I've got my treble right at half. My bass is just slightly past or slightly before half, and my treble is just slightly after half. So that's kind of the tone settings there. And for once, I am using a pedal. I'm using the Ibanez Tube Screamer here. For this pedal, I've got the level almost all the way up and the drive almost all the way down, and my tone's just past half. So you guys can be the judges of that as well, based on what amps you have and how it's sounding. But yeah, so those are the settings I'm using, and what you heard in the cover, for the most part, is what I've got here. Of course, the solo was a little bit different because just recording through mics is different, but when I play through the amp, these are the settings I'm using, and it gets that nice tone to it. So yeah, let's get right into it. So it starts off with nice melodic sequence here. So that's just going to be your 3rd and 4th finger on 5th fret B string and 5th fret E string. So, and you're going to mute the rest of your strings with your right palm. So you play them together, and then a B string on its own, and then that upstroke is going to be your E string with your 2nd finger on the 4th fret. So up, and then up, and then down on the B string. So now after that down on the B string, you go to your 2nd fret with your 1st finger of the E string. So up, up, down, up, up, down. So down, up. So it's just down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then it switches here to your G and B string along with your E. So now you're going 4th fret G string and 4th B. So you play them together, and then you play your B string, and then open E, and then B, and then G, and then slide that same position down to the 2nd fret G and B. So here. That's where it goes into the main riff. So to lead into it, 3rd fret E string and a slight bend. And now this whole progression is all downstrokes. So open E, 3rd fret, 4th fret, that's all on E, and then open E, and then 2nd fret D string. And then the upstroke is going to be your B string and E string together. Now be careful, because you don't want to play that G string in there. So what I'm doing is I'm using my 1st finger, I'm kind of flattening it a little bit just to mute that G string, so that if it's hit, it won't sound. And then I can play all 3, and you'll only hear the B string and the E string. So and then you go back to open E, 3rd fret, 4th fret, open, and that's just 5th fret A string, 4th, 5th, 4th, open. And that's down, up, down, up, down. So that's alternating there. So. Now this time, you see how the second time it didn't go, it went to chords. So this time, on the second round, you're gonna go a D chord without the F sharp, so it's basically a D power chord. So 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and you play everything from the A string down, but you mute your E string. So, and then A power chord, which is just 2nd fret D and G. So, and then it goes back and repeats the riff again. Now this time, it's different again. So on the second, it's chords. On the fourth, it's chords. But on the fourth, it's D power chord. And then you're going to bar 2nd fret D, G, and B as if it's an A chord. But you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string to get that, the C sharp bass on the A chord. And then that goes into the verse. So this is all downstroke, down, 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 and you're palm muting it as well. So. So here you're going to have to get really comfy with your A power chord, because that's basically what most of it is. It's just off and on with your A power chord. So downstroke on the A, and then open A, D, and G, and then you're going to hammer or play the next one with your finger on the 2nd fret of the D and G strings. So off, on, and then that's where the timing kind of throws it off. So play, off, on, play, off, on, play, on. So on, off, on, and then so here you go to your 5th fret of the D string, and you play that with the A, and you play the A on its own, and then the next two is 4th fret D string and 5th fret D string with the A. So all together slowly. So that's how that goes through, and it basically does that the same way for the verse. So you go through, verse goes 4 times. 4 times. Now on the 4th time, you do what I just did there. So, and this time instead of going up to your 5th fret on the D string, you play the A chord or the A power chord, upstroke on the open E, and then downstroke on the G or the E with the 3rd fret, and that slight bend again. So I'll play that last time slowly. And then it goes back into the main riff. So except this time it only goes through twice, and on the 2nd time you're playing like you did the 4th time in the intro. So the A major chord with the C sharp bass, and then it goes back into the verse. Now this time on the fourth time, which I'm about to go into, you just play it the same way as the other ones because you're not going back into the main riff. So because you go up, the lead up to the chorus is what it is. So you go right from the verse to that part very quickly. So you're going to go to 9th fret on a D string. You're just going to slide that up from your 5th. 9th fret on a D with your 3rd finger, and 8th on a G. And what I'm doing is D, G, D, B, D, D, G, D, E, D, B, D, G. So I'm basically just kind of alternating between strings. This D string is always the root, so D, G, D, E, D, B, D, G. So that doesn't last very long. I think it lasts a couple. So 1, 2, 3. So it goes 3 times and then back to it. So that's just a slight bend, 3rd fret E string, and then your A power chord. And then it goes to the chorus. So now, chorus. Same deal as your intro there. So same chord progressions as well on the 2 and 4, and then back to the verse. And this time it does go right to that part pre-chorus even. And it goes more than 3 times this time too. I think it goes 6 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes 7 times. Into the next part, which will lead into the solo, and I'm going to be covering that on my Patreon page for those of you who are interested. So that will be linked down below in the description box. For those of you who enjoyed this video, you like what you're seeing, this is kind of a preview for what I do on Patreon, and I have full lessons there. It's only $1 a month to subscribe, and it really helps the channel out. So full lessons going to be there. Solo, it still goes just as in depth, and I've got tons of other lessons on there. And this is just kind of a preview for you guys, just to kind of give back for your support on my covers, but also to give you a chance to see my teaching style. And if you like it, then you can go pay $1 a month for Patreon, get access to everything. Whole lesson will be on there, solos included. And it's more of a personal way to talk to me as well, rather than just YouTube comment sections if you have questions. So yeah, I'm going to end this one here for YouTube. Again, thanks for coming, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're just going to stay on YouTube. And if you're just sticking around here, thanks for coming. Until next time, keep on rocking. All right, for those of you who are on Patreon, let's keep going. So we just got done the chorus. Now it goes back to the intro, like the intro. So it goes through once like that, and then on the second time it'll be, and then it goes into the solo. So here I'll teach you this little part. G string, you're going to slide 9th to 11th with your 3rd finger, and then 10th fret on the B string, and then whole bend on the 12th of the B. And then 4 times you're going to kind of like bend it and release on the 12th of the B string. And then twice on the 10th fret of the B string. 1, 2. And that'll be held for the 4 beats, and then another additional 2 before you go to that whole bend down there. So I'll play this again. 3, 4, 1, 2, slide. That slide is just on your E string. So this here is a lot to keep track of. Once you get it though, it's just in the feel of the music. You can just know when it's up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that goes 11 times where you hold that bend on the 2nd fret of the G string. It's a whole bend. You hold it, and then you play it 11 times. All down picking because you want to get it nice and crisp. And then you go 4 times where you whole bend and release. On the 4th time, you whole bend, release, and then pull off to open G. And then here, 2nd fret G string, hammer on the 3rd, pull off to 2nd, pull off to open G, and then 2nd fret D string, pull off to open, and then back to 2nd fret D string. So that's that intro part, and then it goes up to 12th fret, G string and B string. So here, you're going to bar G string and B string, 12th fret, and then you're going to go 14th fret D string, pull off to 12th, and then back on to 14th, that's all on D. And then back to your G string, B string, bar at 12th, and then twice on the 14th of the D string, and then back to your bar, G string, B string at 12th, and then you'll play 14th once, and then the second time you play it and you pull off to 12th on the D, and then you do it one more time, 14th to 12th. So I'll start from the beginning of that part. And then so after, now you go to 14th on the G, whole bend, and then 15th on the B, and then whole bend on the 14th again, and then again, and then one more time. And while it's still up there, you play it again, release, you release, go to 12th fret G string, 14th G, 1, 2, 3 on the 12th fret of the G string, and then the timing is kind of weird there because you play the G on 12th fret again, but it's only very quickly and it's on the off beat. So I'll play it slowly. So it's kind of 1, 2 off. It's kind of swung a little bit if you think about it. But so yeah, that's that pattern. It ends on the 14th of the D string. Now it goes. 17th fret on the B string, whole bend, twice. And then 14th on the E string, 17th on the B, 14th on the E, 17th on the B, 14th on the B, yeah. So you go 14th or 14th, 17th, 14th, 17th, 14th on the B, 17th on the G, 14th on the B, 17th on the G, 16th on the G, 14th on the G, 17th on the B, and 14th on the G. And now here this is kind of a slashy type lick. This little. So that's something Slash does. It's just like a chromatic sequence. So 14th fret G string, 16th, 17th, 14th B, back to 17th G, 16th G, 14th. So this part, you go up and then you come back down, and then you go to 16th on a D. And then you kind of bar down on the 16th fret with your D string and G string, because you go 16th G, 16th D, and then 14th G, 16th D, 14th D, yeah. So you're on 14th D, and then 16th A, 16th D, 16th A, 14th D, 16th A, 15th A, 14th A, 17th E, 14th E, 17th E. So I'll play that run all together. So. So this part, the timing is pretty hard, this last little part. So you'll play a muted downstroke, and any upstroke you're going to be on the 16th of the G and B. You're going to bend them a little bit, and then you're going to release and still hold them but release the bend on the downstroke, and then upstroke 14th fret G string, 16th on the D, 14th on the D. So. And then you're going to go back up to 14th on the G string, and then 16th D, and then pull off to 14th D. So. Okay, so second time it's very deceiving because the first time it's fast, right? Second time. So same deal again, you're gonna press G and B on 16th. Little bend, release, and then you pull off to 14th G and B, and then 16th G, 14th G, and then 16th to 14th on D, and then again you go back up to 16th G and B, and then 14th E string, 17th E string, or B string, 14th E, and then I think it's a 1.5 step bend on the 17th of the E string, and then you go back to your 17th of the E, and then a blues pentatonic descent. So 14th fret E string, 17th B, 14th B, 17th G, 16th G, 14th G, and then 16th D. And then it goes back to through again the 7 times on this part, and then on the 8th it goes like that, and then slide. It goes back into the chorus again 4 times through. On the 4th time you have that same chord progression. Now this is the outro solo, so when I recorded it, the audio for the rhythm guitars, I was just muted palm muting E string. So if you're just gonna do the rhythm part, that's what you do. And then the end is like G power chord, A power chord. Now, he's doing a lead part in here, and I did this as well in my cover, so. So that part is not 100% correct, especially in like that part is not correct, but I honestly could not hear what was going on because it's so low in the mix that I kind of just tried to follow what I heard best. So this is somewhat improvised, but the end part here, that's all. I'm pretty sure that's as close as it gets to John. So yeah, let's get into this. So this is going to be alternate picking, this part. So you're going to go 4th finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then second fret D string, and then open D. So so I think that goes through 8 bars. Sorry, I gotta figure this out in my head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So 2 bars. It's not 8 bars. I think it's 3 bars it goes through of just repetitive. And then after that, it goes 5th fret, slide to 7th, 4th G, 7th G, and then slide to 9th on the G, then 8th on the B, 9th on the G, 8th on the B, and then 10th whole bend on the B, and then release, then you pluck it again, pull off to 8th on the B, 9th on the G, twice on the 8th of the B, and just like a half bend, and then 9th on the G. And then from here on, I'm pretty sure it's close to being accurate. So here you're just going 12th fret G string, 14th on the D, pull off to 12th, and then 14th on the A. So now the third time, when you get to your 12th of the G string, you go to 14th on a G, and then pull off to 12th. You go to your 14th of the G string, whole bend, and then your 4th finger is going to be on the 15th of the B string. You whole bend to B string 4 times, and then on the 5th time, whole bend, release, and then go to 12th fret of the G. So, and then here. So 12th fret of the G, 14th of the D, pull off to 12th, 14th on the A, 12th of the D, hammer on the 14th of the D, 12th of the G, hammer on the 14th of the G, and then 12th of the B, 12th of the E, 12th of the B, and then whole bend, 15th of the B. So. So this part is not tricky finger-wise, but just getting it up to speed, I'd say, is trickiest. So you're gonna do a whole bend on the 15th of the B string, downstroke, of course, and then up, down is gonna be your pattern in your right hand. So down, up on the 12th fret of the E string, and then 15th fret of the B, 12th of the E, and then whole bend, 15th of the B. So. So that goes 3 times through the actual lick. So 1, 2, 3, and then now here I'm muting the 12th fret B and E strings. Yeah, and so 15th fret of the E string. So I'm muting those, and my 3rd finger is jumping 15th fret E, pull off to open, or to the 12th fret, and then on my upstroke it's 15th of the B string, and then pull off to open B, or 12th fret B string, my bad. And then it goes 15th, so that goes 3 or 4 times, I think. No, it's definitely 3. So 3 times, and then so it's almost a double whole step, like 2 whole step bend. So yeah, so try to aim for 2 whole steps, because you're so 2 whole step bend from the 15th fret of the E, and then 15th of the E, 12th of the E, 15th of the B, 12th of the B, 15th of the G, pull off to 14th, pull off to 12th. So. Pull off to 12th, and then 3rd finger on the 14th of the D, 14th of the G, 14th of the D, and then 12th of the G, 14th of the D, 12th B, 14th A, 13th A, 12th A, 15th E, 12th E, 10th E, 7th E, 5th E, and then a whole bend on the 3rd fret of the E string. So, and then he holds it and then slides up and down the neck. So another thing to note with this run, once you get past this, it slows down quite a bit. So the bottom half of the run, like the lower it goes, the slower it gets. So he kind of slows it down, which is really cool, but hard to get exactly on point. So just keep that in mind once you get past. And then slide, and then that's the end of the song. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you guys have any extra questions or anything, feel free, send me a message here on Patreon, or even comment on the video, I'll answer them. Or if you have another question and you want to ask somewhere else, my Instagram account is always open as well. I try to respond as quick as I can to those messages as well. So yeah, thanks for coming along, guys. It really supports the channel and what I'm doing here for being on Patreon. So I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying my stuff and you've come here to learn, and it makes me really happy that you guys are able to learn as well. It's always nice to hear that my videos have helped people, because I know how much fun it is to jam out to them. So to have other people enjoying it as well and being able to jam out to their favorite songs is always a good thing to hear. So thanks for coming along, guys. I appreciate you coming here, and until the next video, keep on rocking.